Hi, I'm Tim, and welcome to WatchYouWant.com. Thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at a model from a brand near and dear to my heart. This is Jaeger-LeCoultre's Reverso Gran'Sport Duo, available from WatchYouWant.com. This watch combines two wonderful threads of watchmaking at Jaeger-LeCoultre, the Reverso since 1931 and the Reverso Duo since the early 1990s, possibly the iconic modern Reverso complication. In this case, you're looking at a historic model known as the Reverso Gran'Sport Duo that represented the first attempt by JLC to integrate the Reverso into the younger man's modern sports watch enthusiast lifestyle. It was a superb effort that was hamstrung by limited distribution in the days before Jaeger-LeCoultre was part of the Richemont group. This model debuted in 1998, and the idea was to take the traditional Reverso double-sided watch with its ability to accommodate two separate dials for a separate set of functions and build it into a case and a composition, an overall package that would appeal to the modern Omega Seamaster, Rolex Submariner, Breitling Super Ocean wearing sports watch enthusiast. And basically, the Reverso from Jaeger-LeCoultre in Grand Sport form did a fantastic job of that. The first thing you can see is that this is a big, bold stainless steel watch. JLC realized that the Reverso, although it was the original sports watch designed for playing polo during the 1930s, the idea being that one side would be metal, one side would be crystal, you could flip it over to protect the crystal while playing polo, although it was the original sports watch, by the 1990s it was clearly a dress watch. In the modern company, that was a watch you wore with a suit. But the Reverso Gran'Sport's a little bit more versatile. With this full linked 5-link bracelet, you get the ability to wear it in the water, you get the ability to wear it in a suit. Again, like I like to say, bathing suit or business suit, boardwalk or boardroom, this is a versatile watch. And because it has 5 ATM water resistance compared to the standard Reverso's 3 ATM, it's got a little bit more survivability when worn the way people like to wear their watches today, the Rolex way, that is, put it on and leave it on. So right off the bat, the Grand Sport line was on the right track. Realistic about the way people wear their watches today, the watches were built to be worn that way. You also have a fantastic double deployant clasp right here. Now the nice thing about it is, in addition to its security, you get that double trigger release. With double triggers, this isn't friction fit, and it isn't even single trigger. You really have to want it to open or close it. This thing is never going to fly open on you. It's never going to fall off your wrist. And by having a double deployant, you don't have to worry about that awkward big swing. If you like to wear a tighter bracelet on an average or smaller wrist, having the double deployant really works with your wrist size to ensure easy donning of the bracelet, easy donning of the watch with no pinching of skin. Now let's get into the signature complication of this watch, which is the Duo Time Duo Face reversible case. Now the case reverses in the fashion of every Reverso, flipping at any point in its travel. On the back you have your travel time. This is your reference time with a night-day 24-hour dial at 6 o'clock and that second time zone right here. Now you just toggle this little pusher right here to move between second time zones. And the nice thing is the watch moves this 24-hour subdial at 6 o'clock to correspond. So you always know whether you're looking, for instance, at 3 a.m. or 3 p.m. in your reference time zone. Now, on the primary dial, you have full Arabic numerals. This was introduced in the Grand Sports a little bit later than the debut, early 2000s, and it's a little bit more legible. I think it's a little bit more elegant. The combination of the black Arabics on, or rather white Arabics on the black background is very striking. I would just leave it on this dial full time unless you have to reference the second time zone, because to me, the combination of white metal with a black dial is incredibly powerful. And I'll even note that there is a time zone, or I should say a 24-hour indicator up here at 11, so you have your 24 indicator for your home time as well. If you want to travel with this watch and just flip it to your pre-programmed second time zone, when you get to your destination, you can just refer to your home time and see that AM, PM. So effectively, set one, reference the other, it works in reverse. It's not like you just have a conventional 12-hour on one side and then a complex travel or reference time on the other. The bottom line is both will give you that 24-hour indicator, and I love that. There is a date right here between 4 and 5, so you've got that full functionality of a contemporary sports watch dial. 3 hands plus a 24-hour indicator and a jumping date. This watch leaves you wanting for nothing, and it is a rarity. You don't see many of these Reverso Gran'Sports. Again, because this watch was designed before JLC joined the Richemont group, they didn't have global distribution, so they weren't able to get them out to all markets. Most that we have in the US, at some point they usually come over from Asia or Europe because collectors just have to repatriate them and they're hard to find. The number actually sold through ADs in the US was a bare trickle, and outside of, New York, Miami, sometimes LA, you hardly ever see them. But the watchmaking credentials of this watch are above category. JLC is the watchmaker's watchmaker. They've built movements for everyone from Cartier to Audemars Piguet to Patek Philippe to Vacheron Constantin. They've also appeared in everything from Bulgari to Panerai. If you wanted a top-end movement for a top-end watch for most of the 20th and 19th century, you called the people from Le Sentier, you called Jaeger-LeCoultre. And when they make a watch under their own marquee, you know it's going to be something special. A beautiful 5-link bracelet, alternately brushed and polished, combined with the classic golden rectangle Reverso case. Unlike the later Squadra sport watches, which were more rectangular in cross-section, this one maintains that long, tapering rectangular form with the horizontal gadroon carvings of the original 1931 Reverso. So the gorgeous proportions that made this watch famous are still there. And of course, in the modern era, it's no longer necessary to have one dial, or one side of the case, I should say, completely metallic and sealed up. So you can have a dial on each side for 2 separate functions. This is the ultimate party favor. Among watch fans, it's a hit. It'll make you automatic friends. People love the Reverso in all of its forms, and even people who don't explicitly collect JLC always smile when they see this watch. It's one of those secret handshakes of the watch world, the Reverso, the ultimate cult watch. But it'll also turn your non-watch loving friends and family on to mechanical watches. And it's really easier to just show them how this case flips. Just flip it out and show them that. And you'll save yourself a mouthful of verbiage about art and history and craft and machines and the soul of the mechanical watch. Anyone who can appreciate complication, novelty, anyone who can appreciate a clever magic trick is going to love the Reverso, and that's just about anyone. This watch is endearing, it's lovable, I don't care who you are. And the Reverso Gran'Sport is also sportier and more versatile. Again, you can get it wet, you can wear it with anything. On a full bracelet, you don't have to worry about leather. Check it out on our website, watchyouwant.com. This is an outstanding, rare reference from JLC's transition to the big time during the late 90s, early 2000s. That's when the manufacturer joined the Richemont group, and it really grew into the world-leading haute horlogerie brand it is today. This is a part of that pioneering modern legend of JLC. Check out this Reverso Gran'Sport Duo on our website, watchyouwant.com.